Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I wanted to jump on here. Sorry, Facebook always does this to me. Okay. They keep changing the user interface here. All right. So I wanted to pop on here because it's Tuesday and I had a tip for you because I was playing with my oils, taking a look at them, and I'm also drinking hot cocoa with a little peppermint essential oil in it. Super good because I need a little energy boost, and peppermint naturally energizes you. And boy, do I need it. I didn't go to bed early last night. That's on me. I just couldn't go to sleep. I was just playing with my phone. I shouldn't have done that. I should have read a book or something, but whatever. So yeah, I woke up early, so my day has just been kind of like, so okay. Mm. So here's Tuesday's tip. I'm getting there. Okay, so I have Melissa here. Oh. Now, if you notice, it's got like a little different roller compared to the 5 milliliter you would get from doTERRA. See, okay, a little different orifice there. So what I did was I used my points back when this used to be $135. I used my points to get my Melissa because I came across a protocol on how to reset your nervous system when you've got traumatic, whatever, emotional shit, whatever it is. It gets stored in your and your it's gonna come in your nervous system. So I found this protocol to use Melissa, just 1 drop straight under the tongue before bed every night, and I did that. And I shared that with someone in the oil community. If you follow Susan's page, and I talked about Melissa and taking it internally just for that purpose because of anxious feelings. I thought this could be something that could help relieve that as well. So we were having that conversation about why I was using Melissa in the protocol, and my friend said, how's your sleep? Are you getting like really good sleep? And I'm like, now that you mention it, yeah, I was having the best night's sleep, and I wasn't even paying attention to that because I was just like, okay, I gotta like fix this other thing going on. So what I did was, once I was like super low, because there's only 84 drops, because it takes a lot of Melissa to make this product, but they've been able to source additional Melissa, so the cost has gone down. I think it's like $95 now. It used to be like $130. That's crazy. So yeah, what I did is I had just a little bit of oil, about a third left, and I just took the top off, and I'm going to refill this because I noticed I barely have any left because I put some on last night, and I'm going to share that story with you in a minute. But first, I wanted to show you how you can stretch your essential oil in the bottle and your dollar, okay? Because it's all about saving you money too. So all you have to do is grab this key. Hopefully your wellness advocate gave you one, and if not, she probably didn't have any at the time. So you can always go to doTERRA.com or Amazon. You can find them. I bet you can find them even on the Facebook market for super cheap. Get yourself one of these, and I'm going to pop this top off with it. I'm sorry I can't really show you because limited technology here. So anyway, I popped it off, just pushed it right through, and it popped off. Okay, so what I'm going to do with my extra bottle, I think I got this one. Oh, I dropped a little bit. Oh, so I got this bottle, I think, with a BOGO. I honestly can't remember. I lose track, especially the oils, because I haven't really buying any lately. But man, I just can't seem to get rid of them. They just keep, reproducing in my office. All right. So anyway, I'm going to add 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. So 25 drops. And if I wanted to do more, I could do more, but I'm going to go with that. And then what I'm going to do is add the rest with fractionated coconut oil. You can get this at doTERRA.com. It comes with a different top, more like you push on it and it pops up. But I find that like really messy because I'm constantly creating or repurposing my 5 milliliters into rollers. That's what I'm doing today. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop right in there the fractionated coconut fill it up, comme ça, like that. And then I'm going to take my roller, put it back on top. Then I like to, just for security, so it doesn't, leak or spill or anything, I'm going to use my little tool again, and I'll pick like this small little ring and yeah, fit it right. All I do is I fit it right above that little ball, and I push down just to make sure it's like sealed deal. You know what I mean? All right. And then once you're done, I do a little shake a shake. And I'm just going to test it out, make sure it works. Oh. Okay, so now I want to quickly tell you or share with you, how did I know I was out of this? Because, honestly, I've just grabbed what's next to my bed. I don't even pay attention to how much is left in them. And the reason I grabbed this one last night is because I had a little heart to heart with my kids. And the topic of my childhood came up, and I was like, yeah, it's completely different from Dad's and completely different from yours. So, after sharing some stories, Ian was like, now I understand why the way you are. It makes total sense now. And, he was very proud of me for being the one that's going to, end the generational trauma and the type of discipline my dad grew up with. My grandmother grew up with it. My grandfather, my dad's dad and his dad and dad before that. Like, lots of family with that tradition. And for those that, say, well, I had that happen to me and I turned out fine. And I want to ask you seriously, are you really though? Are you really? Are you really? Because I seriously doubt that. For the longest time, I thought the same thing too. I mean, here I was at ESPN. I reached my TV dream job, working for that company, which is owned by Disney. So I was a cast member. I mean, my God, that was a double whammy. So, it was just amazing. And I thought, just because my dad did that, I turned out fine. I turned out great. I'm very successful. I got married, had kids, all that fun stuff. But looking back now, oh my God, I was a hot mess. I would get triggered and get like just mentally break down every time I, got in trouble or did something wrong. And because I grew up, where I felt like I had to be perfect all the time just to keep my dad from, losing his cool around me. So, that after a while, that kind of takes a toll on you. And for the longest time, people said, "Oh, you're just too sensitive. You're a very sensitive person," and it was just like, well, why do you think that? Like, there's a root cause for that. And yes, I am just without, even if that even didn't happen, I totally would have been a sensitive person just because of, my second strength is empathy. I always feel what the other person, is going through, and I have to be careful with that, because if I absorb too much of that, then I become depleted, and then I can't do my business, and that's like putting the brakes on it. So I've retrained my brain. So when Ian said that to me, thank you, good for you that you stopped the buck with you, I was starting to get a little emotional, and I was like, oh my God. So he was like, Mom, you need to get your oils. So the first thing, I look over and I saw my Melissa, and I just love the way Melissa smells. That's why I grabbed it. And I'm still talking to my kids and having the conversation and applying on it. And Ian thought that was, he giggled a little. He thought that was funny, I guess, because I did, he didn't think I was going to reach for him, but I did. And I also reached for neroli again, just because I love the smell of neroli. It's just so sweet, but it's not too sweet like ylang-ylang, because ylang-ylang has a sweet floral too, but that one's way too potent for me, and I have to use that one, unfortunately, because of hormone balance. And what's the other one that I need it for? Bladder support. Bladder support. God, I hate being old. Anyway, so yeah, that's why I wanted to jump on here, was to share with you, one, to how to stretch your essential oils a little further. And it's always great to have a second 5 milliliter or a second bottle on hand, because then you can refill, and then it lasts a lot longer. It's lasting a lot longer. So I don't have to use my point. I can use my points for other things than Melissa now. Like mostly I've been able to use it for my laundry detergent, my toothpaste, anyhow, most of my household, not all of it. I notice a boat isn't. Even the oil isn't, you can't use your points for the oil. And I was like, damn it, I really need it for the laundry. uh, First world problems, I guess. Anyway, so I hope that was helpful for you guys and that resonated with you. Yeah, I'm here to help you guys, support you. You just have to walk through the door, and I'll grab you by the hand, and I'll just show you the world of doTERRA and what it has to offer. It's just going to open even more doors. You're going to meet more people that want to help and support you too. That's the most amazing thing about being part of doTERRA's community, is like, you're not alone. There's other people dealing with the same. I don't care where you come from. There's other people doing the same thing or worse. So we're here to support you and guide you through every drop of oil. Okay. So if you're not a member and you're ready to just try it for yourself. See for yourself. I mean, I could talk all day long, blue in the face, but until you actually physically put the oil on your body and you're like, holy shit, what is this? Yeah, that's when you're ready to come on board. All right. Love you guys. I hope that was helpful. You enjoy the rest of your day, and hopefully I see you next time. I'd like to do more of these little Tuesday tips with you. Okay. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Take care.